I'm Artsy Gamer 7 and welcome back to some more Creative Sim here on the channel. And it's finally the last of my vampire girlies of the rainbow variety. Because I have taken way too long to get these out. Some just because my own personal reasonings, and others just because I've had my lazy moments, and others because my editing computer is, I believe, slowly dying. The amount of times that I've had to re-edit some of my videos because it just is ridiculous. But anyway, that's a totally different matter. Lately, it's been acting fine. The last 2 days, it's been nice to me, but who knows what tomorrow is gonna entail. But anyway, I at least have got to the point where I can make the voiceover for this. Now let's hope the editing process for getting this voiceover attached to this video doesn't take me too long. But if my video was not out in time compared to what I was originally saying, because I wanted this literally out the next week compared to the Indigo one, and it was already mostly done. But then when I tried to finish up some things and start getting prepared for the voiceover, other things was happening, and also trying to get other videos edited in the process. Like the Random Life episode 2, I have edited multiple times. It is ridiculous. Anyway, that is just me wanting to go on a little mini rant. Welcome Violet here. Violet is the last, or Purple, however you want to say it, basically, in all honesty, is the last of my Rainbow Occult vampire ladies. So she will be completing up. So there is little 2 screenshots that I made of all the girls together towards the end. So if you stay around towards the very end, you get to see sort of the whole completed set of them. Forgetting Indigo mid-process also did not help this whole situation. But sorry, Indigo. You turned out really amazing, though, so I'm quite happy with you. But yeah, so this is Violet/Purple, however you want to go for it. I know technically, realistically, when you look at a box of crayons or markers or pens or whatever, those 2 colors are slightly different, but in terms of just simple rainbow, sometimes people use them interchangeably. I think the official word is violet, because the whole thing, I don't know if they still teach it this way, but when I was in school, it was Roy G. Biv. That was how you knew the rainbow colors, and I randomly was thinking about that on the car ride to work, and which is why I remembered, hey, wait, there's a letter I in that. I forgot Indigo. Anyway. that I think I mentioned in one of my previous videos. But yeah, so Violet here. Lovely, lovely sim. And I was looking for it. Purple is one of, my favorite colors. Purple and red and black, even though technically black is officially, from my art teachers, I have been told that black is technically not a color. Because white and black are not considered colors in a sense, because white is the absence of all colors and black is the presence of all colors, which then I guess in that case you could argue black technically itself is a color, but then white wouldn't. Anyway, whatever. But yeah, anyway, so I was looking forward to Violet. Not gonna lie. My 2 favorite colors, one at the beginning, one at the end of the Rainbow series here. And I do love how she turned out. I definitely love how Violet was. But she's actually not my favorite. Feel free to try to guess my favorite in the comments below before I say it. I will say it at some point in this video. But I would also like to know, talking about the comments, I'd also like to know, who's your favorite? And if I get to do the Rainbow Occults again, what would you potentially prefer? I sort of did a whole random thing where I rolled a dice and spin a wheel to see what I would get. Except for the whole doing all female things. That I decided just because I hadn't actually done any rainbow cast thing before, so this is sort of my first time, but doing a rainbow series anyway for Creative Sim. But also even if you don't count custom content, there's just a lot more options for female sims versus male sims. And even more so when you start adding custom content, because actually today, before this before I recorded this voiceover, even though I did not intend to go down that rabbit hole today. I ended up getting more custom content for my game, because I had been holding off on one of the updates, and I finally gave in today and updated my game. So I went through and updated all my mods, and in the process of updating like MCC and the UI cheats mod and Wonder for Whims and all of those, like, you know, the ones that I have like a bit, like a list of mods that I for surely need to check on the updates every single time that there's an update. Like, let me see if those mods. Now, as far as like custom content, hair and furniture and stuff, I know technically you should sort of check on those and stuff like that to see if there's been any updates, but I don't really, to be honest with you. But anyway, for my personal experience, I usually don't have too much issue with those, and if I do, I have a way that I find them at least decently easy and take them out of my game, for the most part. So, but yeah, anyway, there's just, even when adding custom content into a factor, there is a lot more female CC, and like I was saying, today, I ended up going down the rabbit hole. As I was updating those mods, I came across some, like, CC, and I was like, ooh, and then I just went down the giant rabbit hole of adding, like, another folder that has, like, 1,000 and some individual pieces of CC, and that's for cast and build and buy. So yeah, that happened, but while I was looking through it, most of the cast items are for females, even though, like, going through trying to download custom content for females, I've sort of made it a little bit more stricter for myself, or at least I try to. Like, oh no, that looks too close to some other stuff that I already have in the game. Nah, I'm a little iffy about it, so let's not pick that. But when it comes to the male content, I almost, like, will try any of it. I'm like, oh, that sort of looks similar to something I have. Oh, well, download. No, I'm not sure if I'll like that. Download. I might use it one. Download. So, when it comes to male CC, I will download the big, like, almost a lot of it that I come across of. Now, I definitely don't actually download it all, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I am more willing, I'm less picky about downloading male CC than I am female CC, on the pure fact that male CC is so hard to find, in all honesty. So, like, I'm just like, you know, give me something for my male sims, please. So yeah, when it came to the gender, I was like, well, I could roll a dice or spin a wheel or do something like that, but you know what, I'm just gonna pick female. So if I ever do rainbow vampires again, I will do males. But as far as any of the other cults, that's sort of up in the air, whether I'll do male, females, maybe mix it up, who knows. But yeah, definitely would like to hear your thoughts and suggestions down in the comments below, if you would be looking forward to one more than the other. I already sort of know what my next sort of CAS series is going to be, and I think I talked about it in a previous video, I think. I don't have the best memory at times. Sometimes my memory is, like, amazing, especially when it comes to really random stuff that I honestly probably don't need to retain in my brain, but it does. But then other stuff just runs out of my ears. Anyway. But, yeah, I will be doing a conversion of some of my sims, definitely not all of them, but some of my sims from what I do, which is not just alpha. Like, if you watch any of my Creative Sim videos, you've probably noticed some things that I put in there. It's like, oh, well, that shirt looks more Maxis match. Or I might even use, like, some of the stuff that's from EA. Like, from the different expansion packs. So, for some of my sims, they actually have stuff on them that is Maxis match and or EA stuff. So I can't say a full alpha to Maxis match conversion for these sims. It's my alpha mix to all Maxis match / EA, so there's no alpha. Because I definitely know most of my CC is more towards alpha, and the big thing is hair. That is my big thing. Like, I prefer the look of alpha hair over Maxis match. The only thing that is frustrating about that is the fact that a lot of sims get randomly generated, and more often than not, one or two things happens. Either they have an EA hair, or they have the same custom content hair on like 10 different randomly generated sims. It is one of the two, usually. Though lately, my game's been decently distributing the CC. And it hasn't went too crazy with it either. Now, granted, I am trying to be more proactive in some of my CC that is meant more for, like, create a Sims here. So, you know, the fairy wings, the dragon wings, some of the crazier CC, I am trying to remember to take out of my game. I have a little separate folder for those CC objects. But sometimes I forget, so sometimes there is still random Sims walking around with wings or something, but it does not happen that often anymore. So that might be part of the thing. But still. Anyway. But yeah, it's still, I'm going to mostly, like, Maxis Match EA. Like, it's all Maxis Match EA, so I don't have anything that, to me, looks like it is even remotely alpha. I tried not to put into that folder that I put in for when I do those create a sim / playthrough, because my random life is actually all Maxis Match stuff. I decided to do a series being Maxis Match just to give it a try, and I might do it every once in a while. But yeah, so I need to fill the world with some Sims, and I sort of want to put my Sims, because I don't know, I have attachments to my Sims, okay? So turning some of them into Maxis Match creations and adding them to this world has made me happy. So that is the next Create a Sim series. You will be seeing them being turned into alpha. Now, in that case, those videos, I will say, are going to be shorter than these ones. Partially because the groundwork for the sim has already been made. The base for the sim has been made. The thought process behind the sim style and everything has already been done. And I also just do not have as much Maxis Match CC as I do whatever my main thing is. Alpha, Maxis Match EA, y'all just threw up in a bucket together. So yeah, anyway, so that is going to be the next series. So I hope you're looking forward to that. But Violet has been created. I know I didn't really talk about her too much. Partially because going through the creation process for her, I just was sort of, I thought fun, happy vibes for her. I don't know why. Something about purple, I just like, woo, joy. But yeah, I hope you like how she turned out. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. You should be seeing screenshots of her, if I'm not already transitioning into my group shots here. But yeah, my favorite is definitely actually probably Blue. Blue is probably my personal favorite. I still sort of like Red just because it's sort of like a more old school classic original style vampire, plus I'm biased, red is my #1 favorite color, and Indigo ended up turning out looking amazing, so I ended up really loving her, and I'm glad that I went back and made Indigo. But let me know down in the comments below, who is your favorite? Mine definitely probably is ultimately Blue. Blue is probably on the top for me, so definitely would like to know your thoughts down in the comments below on who is your favorite, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. But until then, bye bye!